and welcome to Nightline with our very special guest host, thanks to the Blind Factory. And tonight's guest host goes by the name of Manny Pless-Bennett. That's very hard to say, but she's very easy to look at. She's a model, an actress, entrepreneur, and according to this internet thing, property renovator. I only know what two of those words mean, and they were and two. But I'm sure you're in for a treat from this fascinating figure of femininity. Fascinating. She's very nice. Anyway, I've said too many words now. I have to go and lie down. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kenneth. And folks, what an intro from Manny Pless-Bennett. How lovely to meet you. And literally, we are only just meeting now for the very first time.
On the way through the door.
Oh,
lovely
yes.
to meet you, Phil. It's a treat to be here.
But is it for you love at first sight? Be honest. Tell me the truth.
I'm only human.
You know, you are such a classy lady. I think you are Manny Pless-Bennett to me.
Ah, like Target.
Yes,
Bennett.
absolutely,
Oh,
yeah.
oh la la.
Do you have any French blood?
Oh.
Because you look a bit Parisian with all the fur and everything around the shoulders.
Okay,
No?
well, I won't say about your fur around your shoulders, but
Oh, yeah, you're allowed to. It's only a footy scarf.
yeah, no, you look beautiful too, Phil.
Brisbane
No,
line.
I don't have any French blood.
Okay.
Why, do you have some you're trying to sell?
Actually, on my mother's side, I do. I do
you?
have a little, and some German blood. I'm a bit of a mixture. But I want to know all about you. Real Melbourne Housewives, for example.
Oh.
Tell us
Oh,
what
you
your
know about
involvement
that.
was. Well, Bruce and I work every night, but you were much talked about.
Oh, yes, I was, wasn't I? I did make a mark. I didn't mean to. It was all a bit silly, really. Look, it's a silly little show, and
Yeah.
I got a lot of exposure.
Yes.
Best left unsaid, most of it. It didn't do me any harm.
Okay, but was it a springboard to something else for you, perhaps? Did somebody like Steven Spielberg see you and say, wow, we need this gal?
No, I think it was, who was it who saw me? No one.
Do you regret doing it?
No, I don't regret doing it. I don't regret doing anything because everything teaches you something. It was a great experience. I'd never done any reality TV.
Okay.
And I didn't pursue it. It just sort of, fell in my path.
And did you get, as a result, much response, much recognition from it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting recognition.
Okay.
Very varied.
And positive, was it?
Positive, negative. People love to hate. You can't help
they
that.
do. Aussies are inclined to. Now, if you had the chance to appear on Dancing with the Stars, would you grab it?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to
you'd
do
love
that.
to do that?
Oh, my God.
Yes, yeah.
That's just, that's really fantastic because everyone's the thing I didn't like about being on The Real Housewives is it's very divisive and it's very competitive in a negative way, whereas the competition on something like Dancing with the Stars
Of course.
it's a team, it's a collaborative, friendly competition, whereas I don't like all that backstabbing you have to do. And, I think women need to support each other. I'm very disappointed with that.
Patty loves the show. Patty Newton, she watches it every week. She wouldn't miss it.
What, Housewives or
Yeah,
Dancing?
no, Housewives. Oh, yeah. She's really into it.
Do you think do you think she'd watch it if it wasn't Melbourne based? I think a lot of people, it's not really the demographic. Our demographic wouldn't watch it if it wasn't Melbourne based.
Oh, so how does it rate interstate as a result?
It rates really well nationally, and it actually shows in the US.
Oh, really?
Prime time in the US, yeah.
What, their own version of it?
The same version. No, the Melbourne version.
Yes, really?
In fact, the Melbourne version of Real Housewives is the only Australian-produced show on prime time in the United States.
I would believe that.
So I couldn't believe it.
So has your episode or your involvement been to air already over in the States?
Oh, yes, the season finished. I was on last season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wasn't a housewife. You didn't think I was one of the housewives?
No, I believe
Okay.
you made a cameo appearance.
I was on contract as an ensemble cast member.
Yeah.
But I was on every second episode and I actually got a lot of exposure. I got more than I anticipated.
Well, I'm sure you added a lot of glamour and lustre to the show.
Thank you, Phil.
And as you will tonight to Nightline. And folks, I hope you'll be phoning in talking to Manny. She's just gorgeous. And she has so many interests, as we heard at the start. And we have a bond. We both love dogs, and we'll talk about those later.
Oh, I heard about your dog issues.
And we've
got a challenge for you.
and we both love travel. I'm aware of that.
Yep.
I'm not into property development, but
I know.
you might teach me a thing or two. But you're no stranger to 3AW, are you? You've not been in this building, perhaps, but you've been before the microphone before. Tell us where and how.
The old Bank Street building. Remember the old Bank Street
Oh, of course,
dungeon?
in South Melbourne,
Yes.
opposite what used to be the South Melbourne Tram Depot.
That's right.
It was.
Oh, the centre of the universe, wasn't it? I marched in there one day. I was visiting from LA, just visiting the family for Christmas, I think I was.
Okay.
And I marched in and introduced myself to a bloke called Steve Price.
What year would this have been, Manny?
Oh, last century sometime.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Were Bruce and Phil on air then? Probably we were.
I don't know. 'Cause
Oh, yeah, we were.
I was living in LA, so I
No.
really didn't. I didn't. You know, it was before internet.
We
so-
were there the whole time we were at Bank Street, so
Oh,
yes,
right.
you would have dropped in, but during the day. And what
Yes.
did Steve have to say to you?
I said, "Hey, Steve, hey, Mr. Price." I was very polite. I was very nervous. Do you think I could sort of do a little entertainment report from LA for you?
Oh.
And much to my shock, I'm still in shock, really. He said, "I don't see why not."
Wow.
So I did. Unfortunately, it turned into be a bit more than. I bit off a bit more than I could chew because I was a fledgling little broadcast journalism graduate from UCLA and I was interning at Entertainment Tonight on the TV show at the Paramount Lot.
Yeah.
And so I had a lot of information on hand about entertainment.
Yeah.
But the US presidential primaries were on. And they asked me to do political updates.
Oh, well, that wouldn't have been of much interest here, surely.
Well, it was. It was a really.
Was it a close race?
It was a very close race, and it was.
And which,
don't ask me who was running for
Oh,
what.
okay.
I just blanked it out. I had to do these 3 stories, and I was terrified because I was on the Margaret Fletcher show, and I thought, oh my God, she was married to that Andrew Peacock. She knows
Yeah.
everything about
Of course.
politics, and I know nothing even about Australian politics.
And did she ask you anything curly?
Oh, did she ever? She tripped me up so much.
Oh,
so
how
often.
cruel was that?
I know. She must have thought, who's this upstart on my show?
And how long did that last, Manny?
And actually my heart stopped pounding out of my chest just as John Michael Housen put up his hand for the job. So, of course, they just had to take him. I mean, why wouldn't they?
I want to know why were you in LA and how long did you stay there?
I was in LA for about 8 years
Okay.
altogether. Yeah, I got my citizenship there. I've still got it. I'm not sure why.
All right. And were you there because of a relationship or because of your own career?
Yes,
or?
I was there because of a relationship. I went over there for someone's wedding.
Yeah.
And I never left. It wasn't my relationship, it was hers. But by the time I actually got there, moved there, the marriage was over. But anyway, so I ended up living with her instead of the husband.
Oh,
That's
okay.
LA, isn't it?
Oh, it's a bit like the bold and the beautiful, isn't it? Hey?
It really is. It's a bit like Real Housewives.
Absolutely. And where were you living in LA, Manny?
In West Hollywood.
Oh, that's nice.
Very near John Michael, actually.
Yeah, I know the area, near the Ramada Inn there.
Near
Alan
the Ramada.
Johnson's.
I was on Crescent Heights and Sunset.
Yeah, and Melrose is around there. And did you bump into any Hollywood stars?
Oh, yeah. Oh, did I ever? Lots and lots.
Like
yeah.
where, in restaurants and bars and places?
Everywhere. And also, when I was at Entertainment Tonight, I did a lot of location shoots with the producers. They took me along. I was just the intern,
But you were very important to the show. And
Crucial. They couldn't have survived. Thank you, Phil.
Every show needs an intern, Maddie. Every show.
Everyone needs a schlepper.
And so, who are some of the names that you came across or rubbed shoulders with?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. The only two that really spellbound me were Julie Andrews, because I was a massive childhood fan.
Yeah.
I saw
Sound
Mary
of Music,
Poppins
perhaps?
and The Sound of Music more than everyone else at my school put together.
Okay.
And
you actually talked to her?
Yes, I was actually in her house, which was extraordinary. I was pathetic. I was gobsmacked.
Wonderful.
I couldn't talk.
And what was the reason for that? Was she promoting something?
She was she was hosting a fundraiser, and we were covering the fundraiser for Entertainment Tonight. And I also I had my own radio show in LA as well.
All right.
After 3AW, after I recovered.
No, from
3AW.
Margaret Peacock show.
Yes,
Yeah.
Margaret Fletcher, she was there.
Oh, was she right? And who else made an impression?
Sydney Poitier.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he would. Yeah.
I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk at all when I met him.
Yeah.
To Sir with Love.
And what did he tell you? What was
I can't remember.
What was he advocating at the time?
No, nothing. I just saw him at the supermarket. He was in the checkout with me.
Oh, that happens. I'll have to go shopping.
And he said something to me, and I just stood there like a pathetic child.
Oh, how wonderful. You were starstruck.
I was starstruck, and I didn't get starstruck. I've met a lot of them.
Yeah.
I've met, personally, I've met people like Jack Nicholson and Warren Beatty and, all those, that sort of ilk. So it took a lot to get me starstruck, Phil.
Yeah.
And then today was the last time in recent memory I got starstruck.
Oh, who did you meet?
You!
Breakfast with